Alright, what's up? It's TruthSikher here, and I'll be reviewing Jason Wright's new film, Avenger. So, I grew up watching Jurassic Park, his original breakout film, and I don't know, I feel like having seen this now, Avenger, I'm feeling a little bit disappointed. I feel like we deserve more as fans of the original film. What we got was essentially a remake, and I don't have a problem with that really. But at the same time, although the animation was much improved, although some elements of the story were definitely improved from Jurassic Park, I feel like the main selling points of Jurassic Park were kind of ignored or downplayed in Avenger 2019. So, I know a lot of you will be disappointed to hear that, but that's just how I feel about this film. So yeah, like I say, the animation is much better. We have characters. We have the lip syncing works now in at least a third of cases. We have characters moving their head occasionally. We didn't have much of that in Jurassic Park. The characters, they still can't move as such. They don't physically move. But I think Wright's made quite an impressive couple of films, considering that his characters can't move. I have a lot of respect for a guy who can make a film with this kind of restriction. We do have Sky Fetcher and Space Slobber return, so as sad as I am to see a remake when we had Jurassic Park leave us on such a cliffhanger. All this time we're thinking, what's going to happen to these characters? What's going to happen in the sequel? And then Jason Wright releases Avenger and it's just a remake. So Jason Wright, please, if you are watching this, tell us what happened in Jurassic Park, please. Just let the fandom rest, okay? And then we can gear our fan fiction in the correct direction, according to canon, So, let's go on to the main plot of this film, okay? So, like I said, we've got Sky Slobber, we've got Space Slobber, we've got the Pooper Scoopers, although they're not referred to as such in this film, which is disappointing. And we've got also the villain returning in the form of McTinker Claws this time, as opposed to Butterpaws it was in Jurassic Park. And McTinker Claws I think is a better name, I have to say. So good on him for making some improvements in this regard. It's definitely you can definitely tell there's a lot of passion behind this project, if nothing else. So very well done in that respect. But the actual characters, okay, let's get to the actual characters, right? We've got, like I said, Sky Slobber, Space Fetcher. We've got Sky Fetcher and Space Slobber. We have Sky Fetcher. It's really hard to say that multiple times. I just want to be clear. We've got Sky Fetcher and Space Slobber, okay? And these two dogs, they were definitely the life and soul of the original Jurassic Park. So it's good to see them return, but I have to say, I don't think they were done. I think they were done a bit of a disservice. And what I mean by that is that, from the outset they have, super dog clothing, which in the original film they didn't have that. They were just normal dogs, normal dogs that you and I can relate to. There's not really much of that in Avenger Dogs, because I don't know about you, but I just go to work and stuff. I just go out and go on the bus, so I can't really relate to, like super dogs and stuff. I can relate to normal dogs. In the original, it's made quite clear that these characters cannot do anything. Literally, they're the butt of every single joke throughout the whole film. They're subjected to what I can only describe as an extreme form of bullying. Everyone is just mocking them. I almost feel like the whole story, is just made up for the sole purpose of bullying them and ridiculing these characters. And they failed every single test. it even says, you failed your IQ test, and I thought, I can really relate to this. And that's just something that Avenger Dogs just doesn't have. I'm afraid to say, just doesn't have it. Like I say, it is present, but it's very downplayed and very safe. It's very SJW kind of thing, and I don't know why, because I really feel like it was the strength of Jurassic Park, because it was so original in this respect. In terms of how far it was prepared to go to bully its main characters, I feel like that was quite admirable. So McTinkle has a sidekick in this film, who's a dog. In the original film, it was a hamster, I believe, and the hamster, I feel like, was a bit of a strange casting choice. I feel like perhaps he was dragged in at the last minute to fill the role. It didn't really feel. No, it just kind of took me out of the film. It didn't feel very realistic. So I'm glad that we've moved forward in that respect. So it's nice to have a dog, and also with the fact that it's a dog, you get the extra, you get the theme going on that perhaps this dog is, suffers from internalized dog phobia or something like that. Which is of course a reference to blacks who will join racist movements, homophobic homosexuals, who will join homophobic movements. Because of their internalized homophobia. So it's really kind of an interesting theme. I'm glad they went that direction with this one, and you can see over the course of the film that he struggles with his identity and stuff like that. So on the surface of it, people go, "Oh, this is just Avenger Dogs, right? This is just like a film for children and teenagers, perhaps, and maybe younger adults." But there's a lot more going on beneath the surface here, and I don't want to if nothing else, I don't want to come across with this review like I'm giving this a negative review, because although I do feel like it has suffered and it's not quite as good as I had hoped, having seen the original film, I still think this is well worth your time. So I want to make that very clear. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. So definitely check out Avenger Dogs if you haven't already. I'm sure you have already. If you haven't checked out Jurassic Park, do so as well. I'm signing off. This is TruthSikher. Goodbye.